Hi there survivors, after shooting range was added to Undawn, testing weapons became much easier. As promised, I calculated the average damage per second for all main weapons in the game at the moment, and I would venture to suggest that the results will surprise you. Please listen carefully to the explanations of the data received so as not to make mistakes, and of course don't forget to subscribe to the channel because there are many more similar experiments ahead that you definitely don't want to miss. So based on calculations and tests, I created a rating table of the average damage per second of all main weapons in the game at the moment. You can download this table to your computer and change it at your discretion. Note that this table uses the stats of a level 100 legendary weapon. And perhaps the very first useful thing that you can glean from here is the reload time, which I determined manually by frame-by-frame viewing of recorded tests. As it turned out, MPX and HK416 have the shortest reload time in the game, only 1.6 seconds. As for damage per second, I initially planned to calculate it using mathematical formulas. Now with the advent of shooting range, this is no longer necessary, so I got it from a practice test. Let me explain to you the meaning of all these columns. The weapon damage per second columns indicate the average damage the weapon deals when the magazine reload time is 0 and when it is real. These values are calculated mathematically, based on the basic parameters of the weapon itself. On the left you can see my calculations. To get damage per second without taking into account reloads, we divide the total damage per magazine by the number of seconds it takes to consume it. If we want to get the average damage per second taking into account the reload time, then we divide the total damage per magazine by the duration of the full cycle, that is, by the time during which the magazine is consumed plus the time it takes to reload the weapon. Let me emphasize that both of these columns do not take into account firearm talents. They are taken into account in the test DPS column, which contains the real average damage per second of the weapon under continuous shooting conditions. Each weapon was tested separately, and all results were documented. At the end of the video there will be a cut of tests in case you want to check it yourself. During testing, I used weapons with the same additional parameters which I transferred from item to item. Each test consisted of 60 seconds of continuous shooting at the weak point of a zombie enemy and was recorded on video. After that, I trimmed the video to exactly 1 minute in the editor and looked at the total damage values in the last frame. All these values are written in the test damage per minute column. Then we just have to divide this damage by 60, and we get the actual damage per second of the weapon, taking into account the human factor. But you must understand that these data were obtained under so-called ideal conditions. For example, in practice, the Origin 12 automatic shotgun will no longer be in first place due to the high spread of shot, high recoil, and the need to be within 7 meters of the target. Also note that damage per second of ALFA gun was calculated using only one stack of its firearm talents effect. That's why I added a column called Potential Maximum Damage per Second. In this column, the damage per second of the weapon with 4 stacks of the firearm talent effect is calculated mathematically. The situation when you are surrounded by 3 allies is very easy to imagine in almost any game mode, so in general this value can be considered realistic. As for AK-15, I'm still not sure how its firearm talent works. Apparently, armored enemies mean players with max armor, which is a blue scale. As can be seen from the test results, this firearm talent has no effect on damage to mobs. If you want to choose a weapon for PvE boss battles, for example, based on the data in this table, then first carefully read the description of the firearm talent. Think carefully about whether you can fulfill the conditions of its work in practice. It is best to test the weapon in person. Try it out against the ground smasher boss at shooting range. This way you will quickly understand which weapon is most convenient for you. In the context of choosing weapons for battles with other players, relying on average damage per second would be a mistake. Face-to-face fights are usually very short, so we are more interested in the weapon's ability to deal as much damage as possible in first seconds. Also important is the amount of damage that your weapon can deal in one magazine. Very soon I will make a separate video about this, but until then, you can refer to the weapon damage per second without reloading, and that's all for today. Thank you for your subscriptions, comments, and likes. This channel exists only thanks to your support. A lot of interesting things await us ahead, so stay with me and together we will break down this game to its atoms. As always, happy hunting, survivors, and bye.
Yeah. Sometimes I get so mad, there's no controlling me. My thoughts get so bad, I'm like, I might grab a bat, I don't know. My wrath, my blood boils over like, oh God, here goes. I lost all feeling from my head to my toes. You said some shit that I can't let go, so just stay tuned for the rest of the show. So have you ever felt betrayed? Switches how you see things, realize something needs change. Cause I know you got me fucked up, let me show you what's up. Cause enough is enough. I'll take a face full of pavement just to make a statement. I know there's no turning back. Oh God, adrenaline wasted, so mad I can taste it. I know there's no turning back. I'll do what it takes, I ain't making mistakes like that. I'll play it on your face to make you go take it back. I'll lose my shit, I go crazy when I'm mad. And now you go wish you would shut the fuck up real bad. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. I don't fucking take smoke, I'ma poke a hole through you, choking's overdue. Come at me and you won't get any older, dude. Crack your holder too. Heating up inside of me, blood so violently. Thanks for trying me. Now it's finally time to see how this rivalry becomes a dynasty. Oh God, adrenaline wasted, so mad I can taste it. I know there's no turning back. I'll do what it takes, I ain't making mistakes like that. I'll play it on your face to make you go take it back. I'll lose my shit, I go crazy when I'm mad. And now you go wish you would shut the fuck up real bad. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. You can see the writing on the pavement. Young kids, they're growing up in basements. Online, a whole new generation. I'ma make mine, so you better go take it. Always, they need a new replacement. Decentralized, can't contain it. We're changing lives, yeah, upgrading. Call it suicide of the older generation. What keeps you up at night, yeah? Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. What keeps you up at night, yeah? Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You got me like, oh yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. It's too late to try to go contain it. A generation fueled by creation. We live lives on a small screen nation. We control the airwaves, no negotiation. I refuse to think we need saving. Something good will come from creation. And when we think that the world is too anxious, we'll adapt, evolve, survive, and save it. What keeps you up at night, yeah? Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. What keeps you up at night, yeah? Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah.